Okay, so why are people? Some of you probably already saw that video. And why are people not paying their debt? Okay, or the title should have probably been. See, I looked at this video and it was popped up. Right, it says why people refuse to pay their debt in 2025. Okay, and it seems to me that we got an agent. All right, but what kind of agent? I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't matter. All right. What does matter and what does stick out is that this presenter of that video seems, I can see it in their eyes. Have you noticed that certain people who are locked into, I guess you could say, the construct, their eyes look a certain way? Their eyes are like, oh, you see, I'm talking to y'all, but their eyes are more like, it's hard for me to replicate, but I'm going to try it. It's like that. It's like stuck, almost like AI kind of thing, almost. But anyways, that's the gaze that they have. I call it a glazed eye, different than a starry eye. But anyways, the people are refusing to pay off their debt. Why? Because they either are learning how to discharge it, either they're learning how to cancel the debt, they're learning the laws behind it, they're learning about the 7 years stuff, what was it, the Fair Credit Reporting, the 7 year limit. It's all there, right? It's all there. So they're realizing just how much. Not the most important thing here, okay, is that everybody is realizing just how made up everything is. Okay, they're realizing that it is made up. It is made up. All these financial systems, the overcomplicated, long drawn out processes of financial systems, they are made up. They are not the determining factor of what's available. And who says that? Divine law, international law, even national law. If you're reading, it's amazing to me how certain people who don't seem to be educated about this stuff are getting lots of views and are misleading a lot of people. But maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what we need. Maybe, just maybe, those who are evolving, that's exactly what we need. We need the people who are lost to remain lost. We need the people who are entranced to remain entranced, right? Because then, because think about it. If in a scenario shit hits the fan, right? And we're not talking about guns blazing, okay? We're talking about a different kind of guns blazing, more like there is a battle, more like there is a civil war, but not a civil war where guns are being drawn. More like a civil war where certain businesses, let's say you got the rise of a new nation, or let's say within the U.S., okay, because we have America, right? So let's say within the U.S., you have all the people who are registered under the U.S., okay? All those people, well, not all those people, but a good majority of those people know about their private side, know about their living man, living woman, natural side. So those people come together and make their own global community. They make their own one unity, right? And they call it something different. Maybe they call it New America, okay? So now what happens? So the Civil War that we're talking about here is the people of New America are probably going to put hella lawsuits on United States. All right. And it's agents that are trying to keep people entrapped into their systems, their complicated systems. Okay. That's an example. Now, not saying that's going to happen. All right. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, because it happens all the time with private business, private nations, private communities, tribes versus the United States. That happens. It already happens. Okay. So those battles already happen. Okay. But it's going to probably get a lot more bigger, those battles, and they are getting bigger, okay, because now people are doing more lawsuits. I mean, look at how people are fighting against the domestic terrorist group that is trying to tell other people who they see that are who they don't find to be American, that they need to get out of here. So look at the communities. You see the communities are coming together and they're like, oh, no, 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 no. Certain state representatives coming together like, no, 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 no. So what we have is that within the free, so here's the thing. Within America, we have the business of the United States. And within the United States has both the private living man, private side, the natural side, that is protected, that is written in law. Okay, in there it is codified. Okay, and then, I mean, just look at Title 18 USC 242, 18 USC Title 242. Any person acting under color of law who tries to deprive anyone of any right, okay, can be sentenced to jail, imprisoned, and sued. So this is codified in the law. So what's going on that we have these people who seem to be trying to represent the United States of America, but trying to get people in debt? Again, it's probably agents. They're probably private people who understand what's going on, or they're just being manipulated by other people to, or they just don't know so much. They just don't know. They're uninformed, and so their uninformed selves that's already indoctrinated, their indoctrinated uninformed self is trying to inform people who are getting informed, and they're trying to inform people who are informed about what's going on, about the truth of everything, and they're trying to inform them on why they should stay indoctrinated. So they'll use things like, oh, court this, court that. Well, in court, well, you have two kinds of jurisdictions here. You have the natural jurisdiction, the living man. You have the private side, and that's something that a lot of the Supreme Court tends to defend, actually. But then when it comes to these commercial courts, all right, commercialized, because these are commercial courts, right? When it comes to those courts of commerce, courts of commercial, okay, those courts, they operate under their businesses. So it's like saying, if you have a tribe, obviously the tribe has its own court. If you have a business, the business has its own court. You have a team, its own court. Hello. Hello. So that's what's going on. That's literally what's going on. We literally have a break, all right, between the people who are informing themselves and are realizing the truth of all these man-made constructs of finance, and they are returning back to true power with nature. Okay, they are understanding and reading the law, so they're understanding that, wait, the law already talks about that there's a private side and there's a free side and abundant, there's a sovereign side to every person, every being. So then what's going on here? And that's why you have people going into status corrections, all this other stuff. But honestly speaking, divinely speaking, you don't really need that, but it'll help for your business. For some people, it helps their business to have that well established. Okay, it has that well established because, yeah, why not, right? But of course, even with all that is good. Okay, the most important thing is to keep things as simple as possible. All right. So what's more important here is that as people are continuing to refuse to take part or to refuse to volunteer to be a part of a system that is literally downing them and giving them an illusion, okay? Now what's important is that when we come to, as people come together and as we all come together, that we start to create, if we're going to create economies and we're going to create systems of finance, that we keep it simple. That's part of the mega project. Part of the mega project is that when we're creating, anyone who's creating their tribe, anyone who's creating an economy, we keep it simple. We keep finance simple. We don't need to go through over long drawn out processes of finance just to have, for example, a house, just to have food, just to have a car. We teach you how to build a car. You can build your own car. All right. How about a jet plane? We teach you how to make your own jet plane. We can make something better than the jet plane. You can make a jet pack, and it could be endless. All right. What else do people like? That's pretty much it. I mean, as far as like a boat. There you go, a boat. You can make your own boat. All right. You can literally just make your own boat. People learn how to make these materials. Look at what's happening and how people are informing each other and teaching people how to DIY. Do it yourself. Do it yourself boat. Do it yourself jet plane. Do it yourself car. Do it yourself motorcycle. Why? Because such people are realizing there's a side in them that says, you know what? I'm gonna teach people and I'm gonna open source this because I'm not gonna allow those who are seeking or probably lost in their illusions of power and control, or who probably got lost in their systems that they have created from a while ago, banking systems, economic systems, financial systems. I'm not going to allow those people to get a leg over anyone anymore because there is so much to do. And these people are unevolved. Those people are unevolved. They're not evolving. And if with the things that Earth is doing that we're seeing, we definitely cannot depend on such people. We definitely cannot rely or lean on such people to help us. So what do we do? What do the people of Earth do? The people of Earth use these tools these devices, and they say, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to make your own motorcycle. Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to make your own spacecraft. I'm gonna teach you how to make your own jet craft. I'm gonna teach you how to make your own boat, your own car, your own house. I'm gonna teach you how to plant gardens. I'm gonna teach you how to protect life. I'm gonna teach you how to create a freaking firearm. You got that. I'm gonna teach you how to create swords. I'm gonna teach you how to create shields. That's what people are doing. I'm gonna teach you how to create furniture. I'm gonna teach you how to make an AC. I'm gonna teach you how to make a window. Huh? People are learning this shit on their own. We're becoming self-sustainable, and that is good. Now, with that being said, what is the solution for banking in general? Banks. Well, here's only one solution. There's two actually. Okay. The first one, which is more important, is just get back to simplicity. Just get back to keeping things simple. Okay? Those who are running banks, run your own communities. Okay? Run a community. But don't make it complicated where your success is dependent about how much money you make. Become self-sustaining. And then have your bank there for all the extra things, but not because it's necessary. Okay. What's the other step for bank and especially central banking? The other solution for central banking is to become more of a network marketing company where it's like, hey guys, well, look, this is going to be, let's say, for example, Numerica, right? And let's say Numerica says, okay, so we don't need money since people are doing things, but we want to have, currency as a game for customization, not because we need it. All right. Let's, the people who are involved in their passions and whatnot, let's go ahead and let's create a bank that, or a currency where we use it for customizing gear, just so that it can be a fun challenge, not because we don't need it. Because, for example, if you want to win a custom airsoft gun or a custom simunition gun in one of our games, for example, in the Mega Project, and you like the artwork, okay, cool. Either you can do it yourself, or if you want, you can make it more interesting. All right, give it a little bit, add a little bit more interest and time, make it more interesting. Um, yeah, make it more interesting, as a warrior would say. Make it more interesting by competing in the games and then earning the credit so that you could get it. So either you make it or you could go ahead and earn it. You see, that's how simple and that's how freaking advanced we are. That's how advanced we are. You can use it, you can get it in two ways. You can either make it yourself, or you can make it fun, make it more interesting. Come in and compete in the games, and then you can earn it. Or if you just build it yourself, you earned it that way too. You see what I'm saying? So let's say that's all part of. So let's take that big picture of the Mega Project, and let's say, okay, now we attach it to Numerica's financial system. Okay, what would that look like? Okay, let's say other people want to do it, have similar games or something around like that. Maybe make their own games. Okay, cool. So then let's say we put it, Numerica's banking system is like network marketing. So Numerica says, okay, guys, so if you want to open your own bank and you understand how to do this stuff and you want to help us manage this community, Numerica, and the many different areas that we are influencing, that we are stewards of. Okay, well, you can sign up, and you just have to make sure your values are the same. You have to make sure your interest isn't about how much money you can owe. You just have to know how to keep proper records, keep proper accounting, make sure you know how to do your checks and balances. Just an example, right? Make sure you know how to do your checks and balances, and you'll earn custom gear or custom rewards if you want. You see, that's the key part. If you want, you can earn custom rewards if you want. Because guess what? Those rewards, you could do it yourself, because we're a self-sustaining community. We're a self-sustaining world. So yeah, if you want, you can earn custom rewards, or you get special, or we'll maybe make it like a special dinner or something like that. Why not? Just as our token of appreciation for helping us maintain a very sound and simple financial system. And those are the only options that central banking or banking and money has in this era of the world and the people and earth and all the beings reclaiming. Because that's what's going on. This is the era of reclamation. Okay? And everybody is reclaiming their power. Everybody is reclaiming their creativity. We're getting together. So those who are trying to cling on to a system because they're either afraid, well, you need to let go of fear. And you just need to hop on, baby. Because it's going to be a fucking hell of a fun ass era. Why not live the rest of your dying life? Okay? Why not live the rest of your life before it's time for you to transition, having fun, enjoying life, being self-sustaining? Okay? You can still do all these other things. You can still go to nice things, you know. You can still enjoy even sexy battles. All right? So keep it simple, y'all. Keep it fucking simple. Namaste.